The transfer window is heating up, deals are getting closer, and surprises are everywhere. Welcome to Tiki Taka Sport, I'm James. Chelsea have been linked with Liverpool midfielder Florian Wirtz, with reports suggesting that Xabi Alonso would be interested in reuniting with the German playmaker after their successful spell together at Bayer Leverkusen. Wirtz developed into one of Europe's top attacking midfielders under Alonso, leading to speculation about a future move to Stamford Bridge. However, any potential transfer could depend on the future of Enzo, who continues to be linked with Real Madrid. Despite the rumours, sources close to Chelsea have reportedly dismissed suggestions that Alonso is actively pushing for a reunion with Wirtz, and no official move has been made. Do you think Florian Wirtz would be a perfect fit for Chelsea under Xabi Alonso? Let me know your thoughts in the comments. Arsenal are preparing an offer worth €80 million for Paris Saint-Germain winger Bradley Barcola as they look to strengthen their attack this summer. The Gunners have identified the French star as a key target and are ready to increase their efforts to secure his signature ahead of the new season. Barcola has impressed with his performances for PSG and remains one of the most highly rated young attackers in European football. Arsenal are hopeful that their proposed offer could encourage PSG to consider negotiations, although the French champions are not expected to make a decision easily. With interest growing around the winger, this is a transfer story that could develop quickly in the coming weeks. Liverpool and Manchester United are both monitoring Borussia Dortmund midfielder Felix Nmecha ahead of a potential summer move. The Germany international has attracted growing interest following an impressive World Cup campaign, with his performances catching the attention of several top European clubs. Nmecha is reportedly open to returning to England, making the Premier League a realistic destination if he decides to leave Dortmund. However, Borussia Dortmund are in no rush to sell and are believed to value the midfielder at around £50 million. Real Madrid and Barcelona are also keeping tabs on the situation, setting up a potential transfer battle for one of Germany's most sought-after midfielders. Do you think Felix Nmecha should join Liverpool, Manchester United, Real Madrid, or Barcelona? Let me know in the comments. PSG are preparing an opening bid for highly rated RB Leipzig winger Yan Diamant after holding talks with the player's representatives regarding personal terms. The 19-year-old continues to attract major interest across Europe, with Liverpool also closely monitoring his situation ahead of a possible move. However, RB Leipzig remain firm in their position. The Bundesliga club have already rejected a €100 million offer and reportedly value the Ivory Coast international at well above €130 million. Leipzig are under no pressure to sell and continue to insist that Diamant is not available for transfer this summer. Despite that stance, PSG are expected to test Leipzig's resolve with an official proposal as they look to secure one of the most exciting young talents in world football. Real Madrid are preparing to make their move for Bayern Munich winger Michael Olise as they continue to strengthen their squad ahead of the new season. Reports suggest that the Spanish giants are expected to submit an opening offer for the French international within the next 2 to 3 weeks. Olise has emerged as one of Real Madrid's priority targets following his impressive performances, and the club remain keen to bring the talented winger to the Santiago this summer. While Bayern Munich are reluctant to lose one of their key players, Real Madrid are preparing to test the German club's resolve with an official proposal. With the transfer window now in full swing, this is a story that could develop quickly in the coming weeks. Real Madrid informed Como of their intention to activate the buyback clause for Nico Paz, but the midfielder's future remains far from decided. The young Argentine enjoyed an impressive season at Como, in regular playing time and continuing his development at a high level. His performances convinced Real Madrid to seriously consider bringing him back to the Santiago. However, despite the club's initial plans, no final decision has been reached. Discussions are still ongoing as Real Madrid evaluate whether Paz is ready for a bigger role or would benefit from another season away from the club. Reports suggest that the midfielder would prefer to remain at Como, where he can continue playing consistently and building valuable experience. For now, both clubs are assessing their options, leaving Paz's future unresolved as the transfer window continues. Barcelona and Andreas Christensen have reached an agreement on a new contract that will keep the Danish defender at the club until 2028. The new deal reportedly includes a unique clause allowing either Barcelona or Christensen to end the agreement after the first year if both sides are not fully satisfied. Christensen attracted interest from clubs in Saudi Arabia, the Premier League and the Bundesliga, with some offers believed to be financially stronger than Barcelona's proposal. Despite those opportunities, the Danish international made it clear that his priority was to remain at Camp Nou and continue his journey with the Catalan giants. The agreement highlights Barcelona's confidence in Christensen as they continue building for the future, while the defender remains committed to the club despite significant interest from elsewhere. Tottenham have seen their £80 million bid for Sandro Tonali rejected by Newcastle United. The North London club made a strong offer for the Italy international as they look to strengthen their midfield ahead of the new season. However, Newcastle have made it clear they have no intention of selling one of their key players. Tonali remains an important part of Eddie Howe's long-term plans and is seen as a central figure in the squad's future. Despite Tottenham's interest and big money bid, Newcastle continue to stand firm, making a deal highly unlikely at this stage. Thanks for watching Tiki Taka Sport. I'm James. Don't forget to like, subscribe and turn on notifications for more transfer updates.